Hello and welcome. This is the D to the R, and today is my last day, and I shall be doing a little exploration video on the history of some of the buildings and the structures. This is the Five Arches in Tenby. I'll be going around different places. I did do some the other night as well, so I hope you all enjoy. This structure just here is the Five Arches. I'll just quickly take you in and give you a quick look round. So this is the next location I should say, I want to film. And this here, this fountain, was given by Dr. I don't know if that's Doyster or Oyster, in memory of Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Wildwood, 3rd Guard of St Mary's Hill, Tenby, who died November 7th, 1860, aged 62. He fought at Waterloo. Very interesting. And there is another little fountain bit there, and we have here the Doyster Memorial drinking fountain, erected 1867. Tenby House, built in 1821 by Sir William Paxton, on the site of the Globe Inn. And there is the Tenby House, just there. And it only has recently just been painted blue. Just across the road from the Tenby House you have this red letterbox, and we also have this little memorial here. The Victorian pillar box is dedicated in the memory of Mr. H.H.B. Lee, last head postman of Tenby, 1959 to 1964. The Mayor of Tenby, 1971 to 1972, and local historian, dedicated 4th of May 1990. As we just walk down this little stairway, there's another blue plaque here, and there is Tenby Harbour, which I've featured on previous videos while I've been here. So we're on Bridge Street, Charles Norris, in 1779 to 1858, artist, author, lived here circa 1805 to 1821. And if I just zoom out, there is the house he would have lived at. It's also known as Merchant's Cottage. And just opposite Charles Norris's house we have the Tudor Merchant's House, which is part of the National Trust, just here. And that is also adjacent to Bridge Street. So I've just come up a hill. There's a house just here that has got a plaque on, a very interesting plaque. The plaque reads, "It is said that Henry Tudor, later King Henry, escaped through a tunnel here in 1471 when he fled to France." And this is the house itself. And if we just go down this way, little out of breath, I've just literally marched up this hill to show you. So if we quickly just go down here, I don't know if you can see it, it might be from this angle, just round here. And we've got this as well. But if we just go around here, there's a beautiful view of the harbour. You can actually see at some point around there are tunnels. So just come a little further down, and just there, if you can see, there's a circular door in the rock, and unfortunately it is being covered a bit by the trees. So was that the tunnel? Who knows? To move further on down here, there's a couple more plaques that I have come across. We have another blue plaque here. While on holiday here, Mary Ann Evans was inspired to write her first novel, published in 1857 under the name George Eliot. And here is the house. So we have another blue plaque here, Tenby Civic Society, 25th anniversary, 1984, site of White Sand Gate, 1797. And if I just zoom out, there we go. Just come down to the bay area, and we have a blue plaque just up there. Roald Dahl, children's author, stayed here in the cabin every Easter holiday between 1920 and 1936 with his mother and siblings. So this here is the cabin where Roald Dahl used to stay, here in Tenby. What a beautiful view he would have had. We have another blue plaque here, the site of the sea water baths and assembly rooms built by Sir William Paxton in 1811. And if I just zoom out, we can have a look at this place in all its glory. There it is. Here we have the Coach and Horses, the oldest pub in Tenby. So we're just going to stop and then just enjoy the view. The sun is setting over Tenby, and all the fishing boats are out over there. And then we will carry on with our little tour. So as we head up the pathway, I just noticed these, which would have probably been part of the castle wall and part of the fortification of Tenby itself. And I'm heading this way because up here is something I want to show you all. We have another blue plaque. Just the history of this wall here and what it's seen come and go throughout the years. And just heading away from the wall itself, we have this beautiful place. Now this is the site of the old lifeboat. And is it now a souvenir shop?
No, that's a residential.
Oh, this is residential, sorry.
That's the souvenir.
And just over there is the souvenir shop. And also there's a sign here, no trespassers. But yes, a little bit of history there. And we will carry on. So just by the lifeboat station, there was this little plaque. And there's also steps you can walk down. I will go down the steps in a second. I'm just going to show you this just round here. A nice statue. And we've got this here. So you can walk down the steps, and I will give you a little tour just down here. As it is for historical, not yes, for historical purposes. So just underneath, there's a little seating area there as well. And obviously, at one point in history, you'd have probably been able to head down that way. But there is the lifeboat, and we've just got to go up these steps now. Probably get a better view from up here, down there. Absolutely ginormous structures. Ooh, foot slipped. Let me head back this way. And then back on the little walk. So our next part of the video brings me here. I'm a little bit out of breath as we've just walked up past the bandstand, and it's quite a steep little walk. And we've got these cannons here which go around. I think there's about 3 or 4 of them altogether. Oh, there's one there, so there might be more. It is absolutely ginormous. And that is beautiful. Look at that view. And then we've got this building here. Now there is this. Now I do apologise, but I'll try and keep it as thingy as possible. Not the easiest to read, but there's our first little inscription. Got another cannon here with a beautiful view, and there's another cannon down there as well. Got a lovely bench. What a place to have a bench. That is a beautiful view. So as we walk round, we've got this structure slash monument here overlooking the town, and I will try and find an inscription. That sun is beautiful. An inscription on the monument itself. I'm not sure who it is. There we go. There's that monument there, and then also we've got this here. I'll just move it out the way a little bit. Sorry, you've got my head in the way. Albert Prince Consort, and I don't really know what it says down the bottom. It's kind of faded. So this was Albert the Good, consort of our beloved Queen of Victoria, and there he is, just there. And then we've got a nice view of Tenby, and what a beautiful little garden area just down here. That sun is blaring. Can't complain. It is windy though. We'll carry on with our little history tour. Oh, I did miss this. It was on the door to the castle, this little fortress thing here, and it's a little bit of information. It's quite a big structure. I'll just zoom out. It's like a little watchtower, because you've got a superb view all the way around. And there's another old door just there as well, which is padlocked up. Obviously you can't go in the building. We have another plaque just here. It's a bit hard to read what it says, but it is about the borough of Tenby. And we've got some beautiful castle structures. Just come from that way there, and we're going to carry on down. So as we was walking down, we've noticed on St Catherine's Island there's a shadow being cast, and it looks like a giant standing with his arms folded on the face of the rock. And I don't know what is casting the shadow. Whether it's something over here, so I'll zoom out a bit, but then I can't see what would make that like something standing on the roof. It's quite weird.
Madam.
So that is all for this evening's little video. Hope you've all enjoyed. Didn't cover every bit of history, but just found some little points and monuments and stuff. I hope you all found it interesting. Really enjoyed it. Nice walk on an evening, and I'll see you all again on the next one. Take care.